Alright, and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time we started chapter 2, we came here to Bereahard. We did some requests. We managed to get Jusis and Machias to call a truce, which ended up getting Reen hurt due to them seriously not being able to work together, like at all. And so we also found out Jusis is half noble, half commoner. So now I guess Machias has found something that he can kind of relate to and hopefully mend things with Jusis. So this time we've got some requests going.
Hey, leave it to me.
That's the wrong button. Let's see. Chapter 2. We've got the North Kreutzen Highway Monster. And then we have the Bite of Nostalgia. The Sorcière. Central Plaza. This would be it. And I'm guessing that is our... yes, it is. And apologies if you can hear stuff in the background. So that we don't die, we've got some windows open. Not in my room because that would make it so much louder. But whatchamacallit, we do. There are some birds parked outside and can't really do anything about that. You there? Greetings and welcome. Hello, Hammond. We're here to take up your request, but I'd like to thank you for that delicious meal last night first. It was good. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. Might I ask where Lord Jusis is, though? He was called back to the mansion, I'm afraid. We have plans to meet up with him in the afternoon, however. Is that so? It's too bad Jusis isn't here, considering this request is from his uncle. Anyway, about your request. Ah, yes, as you read, I would like you to gather some ingredients for me. Are you all currently free? If so, I will explain the details of what I need. Yeah, we can take it up now. Please go ahead and explain. The request mentioned something about making a nostalgic dish? Correct. Said dish isn't on our menu, but it's one that I would like you all to try. I assume it's a rather special dish, then. There's no doubt about how delicious it'll be if you're making it, at least. What kind of dish is it? Perhaps soup is the best way to describe it. I plan on making enough for you all to enjoy, so please look forward to that. How could we not? What is it you need us to gather, then? There are 2 types of ingredients I'd like to ask you to gather for me. The first is globby fat, which can be collected from the monsters on the highway. I need 5 of those to be exact. The other is an herb used by the Septian Church to synthesize medicine, called a healing herb. So, 5 piles of globby fat and a healing herb. Where do we get the herb from, then? You'll want to speak to Sister Tatiana at Bereahard Cathedral. I'm sure she'll be willing to part with one. Just tell her I sent you. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Should we start on the task at hand? Yeah, let's head to the cathedral first. Roger. Alright, let's see what we have. Globby fat. We have 3. We need 2 more. Alright, so we can go get the herb. That's the hotel. I'm not used to this area. Let's see, I'm looking for a sister. Y'all are not sisters. This must be the Sunday school class. We're gonna have to teach a lesson here as well. Ah, there you are. Oh, good day. Is there something you need from me? You must be Sister Tatiana, I assume. Could we trouble you for a healing herb by any chance? Hammond from Sorcier told us that we'd be able to procure some here. Oh, is that so? I see. Would you mind waiting a bit while I prepare one for you? Here you go. And we got a healing herb. We appreciate it, sister. This is an ingredient used for making medicine, isn't it? Is it safer to use for food, too? Of course. It's a very healthy ingredient when used for food. The only issue is that it's very bitter, so some inventiveness on the part of the chef is required to hide that. I see. Hammond must have some way of doing so, then. I'm kinda interested in how he does it. Likewise. Same here. Well, thank you again for the help. You're welcome. Alright, got the herb. Alright, so they want us to go to North Kreutzen Highway. But I want to see if they'll let us go to the east first. Because that's where I want to be. I want to go east. Okay. We're at Aurochs Fort. Why? I think it's this guy. So, this is Aurochs Fort. Wait, how did I end up here? Why do these things keep happening to me? Is something the matter? You're my messiahs, sent by Idios to save me, aren't you? I'm not quite sure how you reached that conclusion. Remember this guy? If not, this is Anton. Okay, so there could be a big coincidence, but I'm like 90% sure this is the same guy. So he's first met in Liberal. There's a whole chronicle about him. Like, you get an achievement for freaking figuring out all the stupid stuff he's doing. Then you run into him in Crossbell and he gets his heart broken. And out here. You don't seem like you're part of the provincial army, are you? What are you doing here? I'm lost. Completely lost. I'll be fine though, no worries. That's a rather positive outlook for someone who's completely lost. Who is he? Just talking with this man is making my head hurt. Well, at times like this, it just seems logical to try and stay positive no matter what. I think I may have reached my limit to that end, however. That's unfortunate. How did you get here to begin with? Well, I'll happily tell you, but fair warning, it's a truly moving tale of hardship and woe. I hope you've got a box of tissues handy. Shall I begin? I think we'll pass. Ah, come on. Is there a short version? Fine, I'll see what I can do. Actually, to tell you the truth, there's not really much to say. I wandered down to the highway for a bit, for a change of pace, and happened to spot a rare butterfly, so I chased after it. And suddenly I found myself halfway along the canyon path, surrounded by monsters. So I ran, barely escaping with my life, and turned up here. The end. I see. That sounds like quite a predicament. As weird as this guy is, I don't think we can just leave him here like this, in all good conscience. If you'd like, we'd be willing to escort you back to Breahard. Really? You would? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're such nice people. Wish those nasty provincial army soldiers were more like you. Something happened? Well, I went over and asked if one of them could escort me back to the city. But they just said that if I made my way here, I could get myself back the same way. Some people are just so cold-hearted, aren't they? Guess I shouldn't tell them I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I believe we all were. It looks as though the goddess hasn't abandoned me after all, though. Not if she was kind enough to send you my way. Should we be going then? Of course. Berea, here we come. Alright. This task is simple. Head back. Oh, so he gets his own little icon there. Alright, unless anything happens, it'll probably show something off if I get into a battle. I'll see you guys in Berea. Hold up, please. Alright, we're in the bridge on the second screen of the thing. I'm sorry, but would you mind giving me a moment? Not a problem at all. Are your legs getting tired? Oh no, that's not it. I was just gazing at the valley beneath this bridge. I thought this might be a good opportunity to calm myself down a bit. What are you going to do? You just let me worry about that. It'll only take a moment, I promise. I might make a bit of noise though, so please don't panic. I see. What is he planning on doing? Is he going to shout into the canyon? Alright then. Whoa, how far down does this valley go? No, I'm not going to let that scare me. Perish the thought. Whew, much better. Shall we be off then? Did I mishear you when you said you were going to calm yourself down? I mean, shouting at the top of your lungs does have some beneficial stuff. I think the best thing to do right now is probably just to pretend none of this ever happened. You know, sometimes you just want to get stuff off your chest, and none better. I'm surprised we weren't attacked by monsters. Anyway, alright, we're back in Berea. I made it. I actually made it back alive. Thank you so much for this. You're welcome. Really have no idea how to make this up to you all. Oh, if it isn't Ricky. Hey, come and let me introduce you to my good friend Ricky. Hey, Anton. You sure took your sweet time. You'll never believe what happened to me. But tragic as my story is, I made it back here all thanks to the help of these guys here. Right, I think I get what happened. Something terrible happened shortly after you left town, at which point these people came along and helped you. I knew you would understand, old buddy. This Ricky person doesn't seem exactly normal either. They do say that birds of a feather flock together. I'm more amazed at the fact that they both seem completely calm despite all that's happened. It's kind of funny to watch, though. You guys really are a bunch of good Samaritans, aren't you? Allow me to thank you as well. Take some real guts to stick with him the whole way. You guys really are my saviors. Oh, I know. Let me give you this for all you've done for me. It's really popular over in Crossbell. The Napping Mishi. Thank you? I assume that both of you are traveling together then? Did you come from Crossbell? Nah, we're from Liberal. We were just staying in Crossbell for a while as part of a trip. Yep. Thank you for making it 100% confirmed. So yeah, this must be right after the Crossbell Anniversary Festival. And that's why he shouted that he hated anniversary festivals. Because he got his heart broken during it. Yeah, we've both been traveling for a few months now. We only got to Erebonia about a week ago. Now we're planning on making our way to a new destination. Right. Oh god. They go to Calvert and we're going to meet them in the Kuro games. Great. So you'll be resuming your journey throughout Erebonia? Yep, that's the idea. But that's not all. One day, One day I will find my true self after all this traveling. Or so he says, but he's almost out of money to actually do any traveling. He'll have to prioritize searching for a job over searching for himself soon. Well, that's true, but... Are these two actually friends? Anyway, thanks so much for all your help. We'll catch you later. Alright, Anton. If I don't see you in any of the other Cold Steel games, I'll see you in Kuro. Or maybe Reverie, who knows. Alright, so that takes care of that. So now...
Yeah. Right.
My turn.
That is still the wrong button. Let's see. So we gotta go do the Bite of Nostalgia. We need 2 more Globby Fats. And we got a healing herb. Alright. Where am I? Okay, good. And we'll be fine. Here you go. Hello again. I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Much obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. How was it? I call this dish deluxe herb chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it. Wouldn't mind having some of this if I ever caught a cold. Indeed, I almost feel like a bowl of this might cure it outright. I'm pleased to hear that. You did mention that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Jusis had it often? That's correct. It was one of his favorite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Lord Jusis' mother. I see. Well then. Would that make you his uncle? Kinda surprising. Oh, oops. We didn't tell you two about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression that you were all aware. I wasn't expecting his mother to be the creator of this dish, though. His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come by to help out here from time to time. The first time she made this soup when Lord Jusis fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church to ask for the medicinal herbs, after which she set about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Lord Jusis was always at the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him. And yet, he lost her 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. Someone's thinking about Jusis? Who might that be? Certainly not me. Probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Jusis would be able to enjoy this too, but at any rate, I'm happy that I could talk to you all about this. We got to learn a bit more about Jusis, so likewise. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. Oh, thank you, sir. Let me give you this as well. It's the recipe for the creamy chowder that this dish was based off. It can be made with more common ingredients. If you have the time, you should try and make it for yourselves. I kinda want to make it right now. I feel somewhat bad being treated to a delicious meal and then being taught a new recipe. That's very generous of you. This is the least I can do for Lord Jusis' friends. Goodbye then. I wish you luck with your future endeavors. Aww. How sweet. Oh, wow. Okay. I couldn't heal my HP and EP. Alright, before we get moving, let us go back to the hotel and go and rest. There we go, all rested up. Everyone's at full everything. Let us go deal with the monster. I got the cream, I got the milk. Did you get the milk? I got the milk. Hard Station. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Let's go slay a monster! I really do like this song. I mean, all the Cold Steel music has been really good. It's not a Trails game unless the music's good. Ooh, hello. You are the monster I must slay. I hope you are ready to die. There it is. Looks as strong as yesterday's. That means we'll really need to be careful, considering Jusis isn't with us today. Reen, I'm ashamed of what happened yesterday. I know we had our share of differences, but, well, He's embarrassed. Quiet, V. I'm trying to... I caused problems for everyone, too. My injuries were a result of my own carelessness. Hopefully, by giving this fight everything we've got, we can make up for this whole mess together. I'm counting on you, Machias. I won't let you down. Gotta go to tactics to do that. Alright. Ready.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Alright, before we do anything, let's see, we already have the man traps, good. How about we just get rid of everything?
Here we go. Silky dance.
Take off E.
That's that.
That gets rid of all the little ones. Polluted Earth, it blinded us. Luckily for us, arts aren't affected.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
And we can't miss this, can we?
All complete.
Alright, yep, weak to fire, don't use water. A three-headed plant monster stores impurities within its body, which it sprays at its enemies. Ooh, it does not like burn.
Right.
Oh shoot, I think I forgot to change things back up. Oh well. Alright, break shot.
How about this? Now.
Firebolt. Ow.
I'll handle it.
Oh, I don't think so. Let's use breath on ourselves and then flame slash.
Flames, gather on my blade.
Oh yeah. And it's burned. Ooh. Okay, that healing could come up now.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh shoot.
This isn't looking good.
No, it's not. Alright, we gotta start healing.
Appreciate it.
It's not over yet.
Let's see. Another breath. Can't reach her.
There you go.
Leave it to me.
Think. What would be the smart solution?
Hang in there, everyone.
Health is on the way.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I love that transition. No, Emma.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Here we go.
Nah. You get the arc slash. I missed? I'm blinded. Oh no, I don't think anyone has Thelos. Well,
Yeah.
come back.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Right.
I was doing so well.
My turn.
Alright, you want it? Here you
My
go.
turn. Arcus, activate. This isn't looking good.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We've got breath.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Here comes the fire.
There you go.
Kill it. There we go.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
We did it. That was close.
I did it.
Making progress.
An A+ outcome.
Whew. We won. We sure did. And in doing so, I believe we've successfully redeemed ourselves for yesterday. Good work, everyone. Suppose that gets a pass. Alright, I'm sorry, everyone. I've been dragging you all down. Especially you, Reen. I owe you double the apology. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's alright, Machias. Don't worry about it. If I just answered you honestly from the start, all this could have been avoided. So if anything, I should be the one apologizing. Sorry for misleading you. No. Anyway, it's all in the past now. I'm glad to have you in our group, Machias. The same to you. And I'm glad the two of you were finally able to make up. Ah, youth. You're younger than us. Hey, don't make fun of us. So as long as we're on a roll here, why not use this chance to make up with Jusis too? What? If you could just be more honest with one another, I'm sure that even combat links wouldn't be out of the... Not a chance. My behavior toward you was wrong. I fully admit that, but Jusis is a whole different story. He and I are fundamentally incompatible, and nothing any of you do can change that. Guess getting those two to accept one another is still a long ways off. Well, we should probably head back to town, don't you think? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Jusis should be back soon too. I'm hungry. Fine, let's go. We attempted. Good to be back in Berehard. Alright, food. Hold it right there. The provincial army? You're those students from Thor's military academy, aren't you? The ones who've come for a field study? Yes, that's us. Is there some kind of problem? He's a perfect match for the photo. How convenient for us. What are you doing? First year student Machias Regnitz, correct? You're under arrest. Don't try to resist if you know what's good for you. What? What's going on? Wait. This has to be some kind of mistake. On what grounds are you arresting him? A number of charges have been filed. But the most egregious is an accusation of trespassing into Aurochs fort yesterday afternoon. We're supposed to go there. Wait, do you mean when we saw that silver object? You can't be serious. I was near the fort at the time the intrusion occurred, certainly. But I was with my classmates. If you're going to believe their testimony, then why am I the only one under suspicion? Every one of us can vouch for him. And not just us. Jusis Alberea was with us at the time and can personally verify that Machias is saying is true. You'll have to do better than that. What the hell? We're outnumbered. But not outskilled. I can take him. All you need to know is that this boy is a person of interest, and we have the right to take him in for questioning. There's no point fighting it. You're coming with us whether you like it or not. I can take him. Oh man. Looks like she was right on the mark. What? No? Who are you? Glad I came here from Legram for this. That's not... But the question is, what's the best way to handle this situation? Get in there! Don't worry, do as you're told and you won't be hurt. If you're found to be innocent, we'll let you out, eventually. Damn it, how could I have been so careless? Considering Dad's position, I should have known this could happen. This is a political thing, isn't it? As I keep telling you, Machias couldn't have possibly committed the crimes he's accused of. He's been with us ever since we arrived in Berehard yesterday afternoon. He's never left our sight. So if you really believe he was responsible, shouldn't you be arresting us as well? You're wasting your breath. Machias Regnitz will be kept in our custody until he's been cleared of all charges against him. We've already contacted the Academy to inform them of this. You kids should just focus on your field study or whatever it is you're here for, and let due process take its course. Unbelievable. Oh, and one more thing. Jusis' business at the Duke's estate will take longer than expected to complete. I'm afraid he'll be unable to rejoin you. That can't... Did this come from Jusis himself? Couldn't tell you. I'm just relaying the message given to me by the Alberea household. And don't even think of trying to go to the mansion to see him. You won't even get past the front gate. Ooh, I'm at a boiling point here with these people. I'm betting they've had this whole thing planned out since yesterday. Which means the reason Jusis got called away is because they knew that if he were there, he may have been able to prevent Machias' arrest. I assume that's what you were going to say anyway. It makes sense. He was probably called home to keep him from interfering. Almost certainly, I'd say. It's past noon already. We should head back to the hotel. If Jusis hasn't left a message for us, we're going to need to start thinking about other ways to handle this. Oh, good. Are they even occupying our room? I'm terribly sorry. They insisted on conducting a precautionary search as part of their investigation. I believe they'll be leaving by this evening, but I'm afraid that's all I know. I see. We're very sorry for the trouble. I think we should go. Okay. Yes, I agree. Can't really do much with eyes watching us. Okay, good. Received Earthbell as a reward. Afterward, Reen and the others decided to dine at the restaurant they visited the previous day. However, the soldiers were there as well. Uncertain of what to do and where to go, they eventually settled on planning their next move at a bar on Artisan Street. Are the soldiers here as well? Are they just watching us? Making sure we can't do anything? So in all likelihood, the reason Machias was arrested has nothing to do with the incident at the fort yesterday. They just wanted him because his father is the imperial governor and a key figure in the reformist faction. Unbelievable. Basically, they wanted a hostage so they can have an advantage in future negotiations. That does seem to be the most plausible explanation. They wouldn't hurt him or anything though, would they? I wouldn't be so sure. Tensions are high on both sides. Worst case scenario, they might use the threat of violence to get what they want. That's awful. This may well fall under the scope of our field study though. May be risky, but how about we try to do something about this situation ourselves? I think we should. We can't just abandon him. I'm in. Thank you both. I think our best bet here is to track down Jusis. There's no way he could possibly have been in favor of arresting Machias. Yes, I agree. This had to have been a decision made by Duke Alberea himself. But Jusis is locked up at home. Maybe his brother would help us? Rufus? He did have a pleasant demeanor when speaking with Machias yesterday, so he just might. But he said he had business to take care of in the capital. There's no telling when he'll be back from that. So I don't think we can count on him, unfortunately. Got it. Then our only option is to break him out ourselves. Fee? That's a little excessive. Think about it. We have a perfect chance to bust him out while he's still at the guardhouse. But if they take him to the fort, we lose that chance, and we won't get another. Well, I can't argue with that at least. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, if you're sure. We need to be as covert as possible, though. If we get caught, it has to be after Machias is out safely. If it's before that, there's no way we can talk our way out of this. But the charges against him are obviously false, so if we can get him out safely, they'll be very limited in what they can do to retaliate. Yeah, and the provincial army isn't going to do anything that will hurt their image either. If we can manage to get out of Bereahard, we're more or less home free. So, no smoke grenades then. Smoke grenades? You don't carry those around with you, do you? What fair maiden doesn't? I don't even know where to begin listing what's wrong with that statement. Hey, Master. What are the monsters in the underground waterway like these days? Oh, it's him again. Been 3 months or so since you last went down there, huh? Guessing the place is probably crawling with them again by now, though I'm sure not going down to check. And it seems pretty obvious that the provincial army's got no interest in taking care of them. How can they even sleep at night knowing their beautiful city's got nasty monsters crawling around underneath it? I'd go take care of them myself if someone put a request in. Well, if I hear anything of the sort, I'll send a message over to Legram and let you know. Sure it'd make you some good scratch. 1 second. Cheers to that, Master. Alright, I'd better get going. Looking forward to dropping by for another of your espressos sometime. Sure, I'll see you on the way back if you can make it. Huh? Don't see many people dressed like that around here. Those are some fancy red uniforms. You guys students or something? Oh, yes, sir, we are. We're from Thor's Military Academy in Trista. We were sent here for a field study as part of our curriculum. Thor's, huh? Pretty fancy place, ain't it? I've got no idea what they've got you doing for your field study, but good luck. Bereahard's a pretty nice city, but it's not without its fair share of problems. Excuse me. Do you know that blonde-haired man who just left? Oh, Tova? Toval? Sure, he's a bracer. A bracer? Huh? I haven't seen a bracer in a long time. Probably because there just aren't that many around anymore. Yeah, there used to be a guild branch here in Bereahard, but it's been closed for a couple years now. Toval just comes up by train from Legram branch every so often. Really? By the way, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I thought I overheard you saying something about monsters in an underground waterway. Oh, that? Yeah, there's a huge network of waterways beneath the city. Been there for a long time now. And it's chock full of monsters. When the guild still had a branch here, the bracers would clear them out. But nowadays, nobody goes near it, and its waterways just sort of stagnating under the provincial army's control. Because they're too proud to trouble themselves with fighting monsters, of course. How much ground does the waterway cover? Supposedly all the way from the east side of the city to the west. So, from the station to somewhere under the Noble District, I guess. Heard a rumor a while back that it even goes under the Duke's mansion, but that's probably just one of those urban legends. We found our inn. That was a well-timed clue. Yeah, an underground waterway built in the Middle Ages that extends all the way to the Noble District. It's almost too perfect. Seems likely it's connected to the Provincial Army's guardhouse where Machias is being held too. The guardhouse itself was probably built in the Middle Ages too, so that would stand to reason. If we use the waterway, we may be able to rescue him without being discovered. Alright, let's give it a shot. I'm guessing that door on the far edge of Station Street is the entrance to the waterway. I would think so. There must have been some sort of entrance for the bracers to get inside and exterminate the monsters after all. Roger that. Okay. Maybe. Let's see if we can find something I like. Yes, good. Alright, girls. Just barely. It'd be almost enough to open all of these slots. I can't open any more of Emma's. Why am I so bad at remembering the names? Boom, there we go. Alright, what can we get here? Dark matter, huh? Golden Sphere of Fortuna. You become 1. Hit luminous rays, silver thorn, everlies. Get a Tira, and I'll get a Thalos as well. Get a second Tira. Any fire stuff I want? I'll get an Impassion. Why not? Here we go. Alright, can I customize what I've got? Good. Alright. Weapon-wise, I'm doing pretty good. Wow, feet just went from 140 to 420. Jeez. Alright, let's go. Oh, we can't rest up. There may be an orbital charging station there, but... Alright, before we head in there, since there's only 3 of us, I'll make sure I'm ready. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're going to do a little sneaking. Let's head on in. There's only 3 of us, so this is going to be a little tough. Could this be the entrance to the underground waterway? I can feel a breeze from inside. Seems like it's pretty spacious. This must be the place then. Now we just need a way to unlock it. Probably not a good idea to draw my sword in the middle of a city. May I have a try? A hairpin? You're going to pick it? I have no idea if it'll actually work, but it's worth a shot, right? Cheater. Wow. That was really impressive. I remembered reading how to do it in a mystery novel once. I'm so glad it actually worked. Oh. Nice job, Emma. You should be able to get inside now. Let's get all of our things in order, then head on in and pray no one sees us. Okay. Sounds good to me. Cheater. I call it cheating. Oh goody, an ornament charging station. They play big. This waterway is actually quite pretty. I was expecting the verdant city to be beautiful, but it never dawned on me the same might be true of its underground. There are tricky monsters here too, though. We need to head west to the part of the waterway that connects with the provincial army's guardhouse. Once we're there, We have to find a way to inside so we can rescue Machias.
Right.
Understood.